Hello and welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and the Ultimate Racing League. So this is the final race of the final round of our multi-class championship from the Nurburgring GP in Germany. So going into this one is reverse grid. We've got Potsy in first, we've got Robertson second, Firepower in third, Unforgiven fourth, Chuck in fifth, A2 in sixth, Paul seventh, Ginger eighth, Welly Bob in ninth, Stealth in 10th, Jerry 11th, Rodders in 12th, Thomas 13th, Too Fast in 14th and Wadru in 15th. So we actually lost Bowman, that was who we lost in race 1. Hasn't made it here for race 2 either, so some mechanical issues there. So it had to be put away in the garage and that was the end of that. So a few cars with the softs, the others with racing super softs, as you can see. I'm not going to go through them all. Let's get this final race started then, as we watch Potsy on pole position in the Matrix Jag. Let's see, he don't want to be in reverse though, he wants to change his gearing because in reverse, and I don't know where he's going to, he does it now for a second now. Thought it was going to be a mass pile up, but no. Oh, it's a long hold, and away they go. A good start though from Potsy, although under pressure from Robertson up the inside. And Robertson gets there, I think he does. Oh, and they're all going down there, all a little bit close and personal. But it's Robertson who takes up the lead then in the Viper. Firepower, he's got himself to second, so he's got up there from turn 1, gets himself to second place, so good driving there. A2, already up to third. Unforgiven fourth, Potsy fifth. So Poleman is dropping down to fifth at the moment, Chuck in sixth. And then closely followed by Paul, I think he's going up the inside as he is, gets that done, up to sixth place, past Chuck. As you can see, lights just fading a little bit out there as the day draws in. And as this championship draws in, Paul thought was going to go up the inside of Potsy there, didn't quite make it done, although he might do now, but he's on the outside. Potsy will have that inside advantage, or does he? Well, he does, but Paul's staying there, he's sticking there, and he does get through, and well, he's got it done. Good move. Paul up to fifth then, Chuck's followed through as well, so he's not followed through like that, but he's followed through, following Paul through, gets himself up to sixth place, or he might follow through like that actually. What a move that was. He might need to come into the pits just to change something, and it's not his tyres or fuel. Great move. Potsy then, back to 7th. Jerry 8th. Too Fast in 9th. And then Welly Bob in 10th in that Scirocco. Good to see a Scirocco out there. Wadru, our winner from race 1 in 11th. And he picks up a penalty. So he'll have to cut the chicane now. He's not the only one either, as he takes it off there. I think Thomas has got 1 too. Rodders in 12. Thomas, yeah, he pulled over as well. So both Wadru and Thomas with penalties. Ginger 14 from Stealth behind him in 15th. But we've got a new leader. And the leader is A2. So he's got past Firepower. So what can A2 do out there in that Aston Martin? So like his teammate in race 1. Steaming ahead in the GT3 Aston Martin. I don't want to let him go too far because we see what happened to Wadru, didn't we? Firepower still in second, trying to go with him. And then this little battle here, in fact Unforgiven's up to third now, so Unforgiven's done well, got himself to third place, Paul's in the fourth. So cars are making their ways up here, and Unforgiven trying to get past or catch Firepower. So he head round the left-hander, then the right-hander, and then the next quick section now flat out. Oh, penalty for Unforgiven. Took too much of that corner. I think that's as he came around the left-hander. There's a little runoff area there, and he must have taken too much of it as he pulls over, gets rid of that. That would allow Paul to go up into fourth. So Paul now into third even, Paul into third place. So now he's chasing down Firepower. Now this would be good if Paul can get a good finish here. He might be still in a chance for winning that championship off of Wadru. He got maximum points in race 1, of course, didn't he? Chuck in 4th. Trying to stick with him, and he's going to go with Paul. Oh, glowing brake discs there on that Porsche. Paul now attacking firepower. Now can he get him down here on the left-hander? No. Firepower on the inside. Can he get it done, Paul, this time? Switch back. He might do. Yeah, might do here now. He's on the outside, but now he's got it done already, I think. Now he's latest on the brakes. Yeah, Paul gets it done. Gets past firepower on the outside. So good pass there. Now, can he get himself on the back of A2, who's clearing off? Chuck now attacking firepower as well. A bit hot in there, Chuck. I thought he was going to hit the back of, or take the back of firepower there. Firepower's going with Paul though, isn't he? Fair play to him. He's staying there. He's not letting Paul get away. And why should he? So these three battling it out of the top of the pack. Chuck on the back now, really on the back of firepower. He's going to have a look. He's going to take that wider line. Now sweep it round and come on in the inside. Through this fast right hand kink. Yeah, gets that done. Can he make it stick though? Unforgiven. Still on the firepower, sorry, on the inside. No, he gets it done. So Chuck through to 3rd. Firepower back to 4th. He's under pressure for Unforgiven now. Now, can he attack him here? Final corner. No, but he might get him along the start or finish at the end at turn 1, perhaps. Let's have a look. Let's stay with this and see. Chuck attacking Paul, so I'm going to stick with this for a minute, but ahead of them, Chuck is attacking Paul. Does he get that done? Doesn't look like it, but Unforgiven. No. Firepower though, goes a bit wide, but keeps it there on the inside, that's fine. So Firepower still 4th, Unforgiven. Relentless pressure. Chuck still behind Paul in 3rd. Now he's going to go for it now, Unforgiven. Yeah, just dives on the inside, good move. Hugs that inside curb, gets that done. So 4th for Unforgiven, 5th for Firepower. Potsy in 6th place. So Poleman doing alright in 6th. Robertson. So quite a few little battles going on here. Oh, Potsy going a bit wide there. So Robertson now gonna go up the inside. Surely get this done down there on the right hand. Double apex corner. That flowing right hander, but yeah, gets it done, but he's on the outside. He hasn't given up, Potsy, has he? Potsy might still have this, you know. He does. So Potsy still gets there in 6th place. Robertson 7th. So that's as they were. Too fast in 8th. Kind of on his own a little bit now. Too fast. Jerry in 9th. Hasn't really got going as he here tonight, Jerry. Tried his best and trying to push them Porsches as quick as they possibly can go. Just can't quite get himself involved in too many battles here, finding himself a little bit isolated. Having said that, race 1 he was involved a little bit, wasn't he, near the end? So 9th for him. Wadru in 10th, so still unusual to see Wadru back there in 10th. I know he's in the GT4, but I thought we'd been a bit closer, a bit further up there, but there's time. We're only 8 minutes in. We know what Wadru's all about, don't we, Thomas? With the penalty in 11th, so he's going with Wadru. Let's try and shadow his every move. He won't have to come in the pits this time, I don't think, any of these GT4s, as we see in race 1. All the way through for them. Welly Bob in 12th. Then Rodders way down there in 13th place. So I don't know what's happened to Rodders, but he's a long way back there. 14th for Ginger. Stealth still bringing up the rear in 15th, so he's not got going at all in race 2, has he? Back up top though. Let's see if Paul's catching A2. There's our leader A2. Paul trying to go with him, isn't he? Chuck obviously following Paul as well. They're not that far behind A2, but are they actually catching him? Not really. At the moment anyway. These thirsty cars, these GT3s, especially on a quick track like this. These three just putting a small gap on Unforgiven in 4th place. There he is, although he's trying his best, isn't he, to get onto him and make it a 4 car at the front. Firepower still in 5th, with Robertson in 6th. There's a little battle though still with Chuck and Paul, and these two haven't really let go of each other. They here in race 2. With Chuck battling with A2, wasn't he, in race 1? Now he's having this close battle with Paul in race 2, and they are catching A2, it looks a little bit. Well, maybe it's just the camera. It certainly looked like catching him slowly. Robertson in 6th place. Getting left behind a bit now from Firepower. I don't think he's going to be catching him at the moment. Oh, moment from, talking of moments, look at this, from Potsy on the rally special stage as we came to him. Bumpity across the grass, and fortunately for him, got no pressure behind him. So I suppose he can mess around if he wants. He's not going to lose anything, is he? Just going to make sure he keeps it on the black stuff. Too fast in 8th. Again, becoming a bit isolated from anybody. Wadru, well, he's up to 9th now, isn't he? But look at Jerry now. Now, can Jerry get himself, talking of battles, into a battle? So maybe he fancies a little bit of it now. Here in race 2, 11 minutes gone. Quick flash of the lights from Jerry. Just trying to distract Wadru. But I think he's going to take a little bit more than that, I believe, to distract Wadru. The only way you're going to stop him is if the car breaks down, or if you knock him off track. And but at the moment, no such dramas. Thomas trying to keep with these as well. He's struggling a little bit in that GT4 round here. Back up with this Jerry Wadru battle. No, I thought it was a bit closer there. I thought Jerry was going for a move, but he wasn't. Willie Bob in 12th. Now Rodders has caught up with him, so Rodders having a little sniff for 12th place. See if he can take that off of Willie Bob. Tighter line from Rodders. Now he should, in theory, have a little bit more pace than that Scirocco. And with a bit of draft added to the mix, he might have a chance down here at turn 1. No, he's not going to be close enough there. It'll be a lunge and a half if he goes for that. And he's not that type of guy, he's Rodders, so that's not going to happen. Oh, but they both go wide, and in fact, Willie Bob went wide. Rodders followed his line, so it was like they were attached by a bit of rope there. Rodders literally followed Willie Bob's line there completely, but he's still on the attack. Let's just stick with this and see if Rodders makes the move. Runs wide, Willie Bob, there's the opportunity for Rodders now. And he kept the power down, did Willie Bob. And actually the Scirocco's another quite quick car once it gets going, a bit like the Beetle. Obviously, they're both the Volkswagens and both sluggish starts, but when they get going, not a bad bit of pace in them. So Rodders then, still finding it tough to get past Welly Bob. Ginger, meanwhile, under attack from Stealth. So now Stealth woke up, lock up from Ginger. Stealth woke up and thought, you know what, I'm sick of sitting at the back here. I'm going to go for a move on Ginger, and that's what he's trying, but didn't pay off there. Thought he would. Ginger locked up big time at the right-hander, but kept it in 14th. Stealth in 15th. There's been a change at the top, which, as usual, I've missed. A2 is there, but Chuck has got past Paul, so Chuck has finally made his move. Got past Paul, got himself up in the second place. Coming up to halfway through this race now, so maybe Chuck's making his move. Perhaps he thought, well, you know what, Paul, you're not gaining an A2, let me take over. You follow me, and we'll see if we can both catch him that way. So, that's what Paul's going to do, but Chuck is going to try his best to close in, and in fairness, they do actually look like, if they can work together, that they are actually catching A2, and they're definitely catching A2. Look at that. So, coming into the last quarter of an hour, and game's on here. Game is definitely on for the win. Although, it's just good momentum through there. Didn't go for that, but he's right up the back of Chuck again now. And now it's Paul attacking Chuck. Roles reversed. Good exit from Paul. Chuck a little bit wide, but that's okay. Aston Martin though, does look quick. Paul now having a look up the inside. Paul's right out to the right hand side. Did he get it done? Well, he did, but I think he's going to give that back. Yeah, he did. Leave it a bit late there. Just tagged Chuck. Slowed down, let Chuck have that second place back. So good driving there, good respect. Chuck's going, what are you playing at, Paul? Just follow me and we don't want to be fighting. Oh, and a wide from Chuck. So here we go then. That's A2 in first, Chuck in second, Paul third. Unforgiven in fourth. Just can't seem to gain on them, can he? So kind of a bit of a lonely race now. Firepower still in fifth, likewise. Bit of a lonely race in fifth place, but it'll be a good result if he can stay there, that is for sure. Fifth place for him. It's been a great evening's race in this with the other boys having joined, just to make this little one-off special race at the end of the championship. All in. Making it that little bit more special. Robertson in sixth place. It's all quite spaced out and separated back here. Otzi 7th. Again, not going to keep repeating myself, but pretty isolated. Too fast in 8th. So he's not really going anywhere either, is he? Can't quite get anything in that GT4. Modru still in 9th, so unusually for him, still back there. Again, can't quite get anything out of that, can he, at the moment? Jerry up to 10th, and actually, what's happened to Thomas, because he's dropped back. So Jerry has got past Thomas. So Thomas, as I said, seems to be struggling a little bit here in the GT4. Down in 11th place, Welly Bob in 12th, under attack still from Rodders. He still hasn't managed to get past that Scirocco. Maybe now, as he, runs a bit wide. Jelly Bob just takes that. Jelly Bob? Welly Bob even. Jelly Bob sounds better though, to be honest. Welly Bob takes that wider line, still on that inside, but I think that Viper's going to get it. He does, so Rodders up to 12th. Welly Bob in 13th. Stealth, look at Stealth now. He fancies it now. He's looking at 12th place here, thinking, you know what, a couple of cars here that I can battle with. I might have a bit of this. So, first you've got to try and get past Welly Bob, which he's going to try and do if he's not down here, certainly at the chicane maybe, if he can get a good run out of here. Willie Bob covers that inside, so he's not going to go for it there, his stealth. Maybe along the straight if we can keep with him through this last sector. So come round this final bend, see how close stealth is. Has he got good drive out of here? Has he got a good run out of here? Can he get himself under the back of Willie Bob close enough to make a move at turn 1? No, not really. I mean, he did get a good drive out there and took it well, but that Scirocco is attacking Rodders. And now he might go for it, you know. Up the inside, Willie Bob, has he got that done? He has. Can he keep it there? He does. Or does he? No, just a little bit wide, didn't he? Now Stealth can see that gap. Can he make it up the inside? I think he's going to have a look, and he does. And Willie Bob just goes a bit wide, so Stealth does that, make that move, gets up to 13th. Willie Bob now back to 14th. Rodders through to 12th. So Willie Bob just going wide in a couple of the corners there through that technical section. Didn't quite get the lines right through there. Ginger back down in 15th. It's being caught now by A2, who's in first place in the race, which we will go and have a look now, because there he is and closely behind is Chuck, and Paul's still there in third, so Chuck has gained on A2. So with 20 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go. This is heating up nicely for this final assault on the final 10 minutes of this final round of the multi-class championship. From the Nurburgring GP, Ginger just pulls out, in fact, pulls right out. Thought he was going to get his camping chair out there for a second. He went so far out into the sand, but well played to him, kept well clear. Didn't want to get interfered with any of that nonsense. So A2 then still heading it up. And this is where it all comes into play when you start having to pass the slower GT4s. Remember, they've got right of way, they haven't got to move out of the way. So this is where it all starts closing up potentially, depending on where you catch the cars at what point. Because Chuck and Paul, Chuck goes wide, Paul go and have a look. No. So still the top three battling it out. Blue flags are flying, of course. All trying to get each other's draft. Hard on the brakes into turn 1. Now Chuck on the right on the back of A2 now, bringing Paul along with him. But A2 is now hit traffic right where he didn't want to hit traffic. Look at this. Right where I was saying he didn't want to, but easily through there. Stealth made it quite easy there for them. So through goes A2. Now what about Chuck? Has he got through? No, he's getting held up a little bit there, but gets past now. Paul's going to have a bit of it as well. Powers past Stealth on the outside, so Paul right up the back of Chuck, but A2 has got that car, which happens to be Rodders, just blocking or sandwiching him between the rest and just pulling away a little bit, but Chuck and Paul through. Now this battle going on as Paul has a look up the inside of Chuck. No, didn't make that one move. Stick. What a battle this is up here. Flat through there. So that little delay in getting through those cars just allowed A2 to pull a little gap on them. Paul up the inside now is Chuck. I think he's struggling with tyres now in that Porsche. Paul though, attacking big style. Is he up the inside? Could be. But he is, as he made it count. No, he had to back off in the end. Chuck weren't giving it to him. Almost cut his nose off. But still there is Chuck in second, Paul in third. Oh, now crisscross from Paul, gets a tighter line through there. I'll stick with this down here at turn 1 just to see, because this is the battle for the top 2, or for second place I should say. Paul gets there, can he make it stop though? It's gone well wide, but Chuck follows him, so did make it stick, but can he make it Can he keep it there now in these last, what, 6-7 minutes? A2 though, laughing all the way to the bank here. At one point, it looked like these two were going to get him amongst those traffic, but didn't work, did it? So anyway, back at fourth, it's Unforgiven as he makes his way through now. Firepower fifth. Robertson seems to be closing in on Firepower a little bit here now in sixth place. Hotsy seventh. As we go on board with the cars. Too fast. Under severe pressure now from Wadru, so here's a battle for 8th and 9th on track. Too fast though's not letting Wadru have it. So remains in 8th, does Too Fast, Wadru 9th. So still not really made a move yet as Wadru. Thomas in 10th, still struggling with Jerry behind him. And Stealth and Rodders having a battle here in 13th and 12th and 13th. Stealth's got there, no he doesn't, Rodders is up there on the inside, so remains in 13th to Stealth, with Welly Bob in 14th, Ginger in 15th. We'll go back to that battle though for a second, because we can't really get away from that one, can we? Paul still in second place. Oh, it's a curve hard, that's going to allow Chuck the opportunity now. Car almost went round on him there. Got his wheels on the curbing. And with the lack of grip that he's getting now, lack of adhesion, he nearly let loose on him. Chuck though, following him through. So our leader, really, like his teammate, he's been out there from early doors and has managed to keep it there. And what with 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes left, it's looking like it could be victory for A2 and for Team Aston Martin. He's got some back markers here in Jerry and Thomas, but such as the gap behind him, don't think there's going to be any trouble. Just steamrollers past them. And Paul and Chuck though are still at it. Paul still in second. Still holding off Chuck just about in third. It's been another great little battle. We've had a couple of quite good little battles these two, haven't they, throughout this championship. And not disappointing again. Thomas trying to weave and pulled out and Chuck go through. Unforgiven comes down to turn 1 with 4th. As we just about to go into the last 2 minutes. Tyres are really wearing now on these GT3s. Firepower 5th place. Robertson now has caught right up with him, so Robertson attacking Firepower for 5th place. So Robertson with a late surge here in the race, trying to just get that one place better. But not quite yet, as Robertson trying to get onto the back of Firepower as we head into the last minute of the race. So we're gonna let's have a quick look at our leader here as he heads round the final bend to start his final lap. Guess what? These two still at it. Paul in second, Chuck in third. Going to go all the way down to the end this one. And who's going to take what position come the end? Oh, Chuck, nearly at the back and Paul there. Might have tagged him a little bit, but nothing in it. Just a bit later on the brakes. Paul again slides it round. Nearly done the same thing. Got his wheels on that inside curb, but nearly let loose on him. Unforgiven fourth, making his way through the traffic. But I'm going to go with our leader now as Potsy comes in 7th place. So he's finished. With our leader, back with our leader, A2. Navigating his way through these back markers. Go past his teammate with no problem, he says. Well, it was a bit of a problem there, wasn't it? He wasn't letting him have it, I don't know why, but maybe Wadru didn't know he was there. He's struggling to get past him, isn't he? A2, Wadru's not making it easy. Well, there you go. He might make it a bit easier there if he goes out there, which he does. A2 through then. Now this is going to allow maybe Chuck and Paul to catch him, but no, he's gone through. So A2 is then coming up through these final bends. Oh, bit of action here though. Paul up the inside. Oh, and he's going to get held up now, Chuck. But we've got to go back to a leader. Chuck's going to do it, surely. No, my goodness me, got to go back to a leader. A2 then. We'll catch up as we come round here now. A2 gets the win. Congratulations, winner for race 2. Paul, does he get it? Oh, he does, just ahead of Chuck. I think that traffic helped him. So Chuck in 3rd. Unforgiven in 4th. Will come in 4th, I should say. Firepower with a good 5th place, under pressure from Robertson right at the end now. In 6th. Potsy in 7th. Wadru in 8th. Too Fast 9th. Thomas in 10th. Jerry 11th. Got Rodders is going to come in 12th, maybe ahead of Stealth. I think he's done all runs wide there though. Stealth might get in. No, so 12th for Rodders. And then Stealth in 13th, Welly Bob in 14th, and Ginger in 15th. So there's your race 2. There's your multi-class championship. Hope you enjoyed that. Final standings, and it's Wadru who won it with 190 points from Paul, who did come in 2nd in the end, and 179, and Thomas in 3rd and 170. Then there's a long way back to Too Fast in 4th. So congratulations to Wadru, champion for the multi-class series. Paul runner-up, Thomas in 3rd. That was that. Catch you again soon on the new GT7 game, and keep watching the channel, like and subscribe please, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.